Hey, welcome to today. I'm really excited. Welcome today. Welcome to Tuesday. I'm really excited to share with you some success, more success. First off, let me just introduce myself. And I am the creator of the Bulletproof Fit Christians over 40 Facebook group that you joined, whether you came in through a friend or you've been on for a while, or maybe you're brand new. And just so you know, this group is just a safe place where you can come to get tips and you can get some support and encouragement, and also maybe a little bit of accountability. And as this group has been growing, I believe we're almost at 1,000 now. Just so you guys know, I've shared before that I also have a one-on-one program, a coaching program. And one of the things that I like to do is just share some of the success that my clients are getting. And actually, Diana here, I can't wait to share with you her success over the last couple of months. And we're just going to jump right in how it's going to work. I have a few questions I'm going to share with you, but I would just first off say thank you, Diana, for coming on. And truly, I knew right from the get-go, right when we got started, we had our first conversation, she made that next step and said, you know what, it's time, I need some help. And she got on a call with me, and I knew right away we were going to be just great to work together. So I'm really excited today because in the last couple of months, and I'm going to have you, Diana, I'm going to have her share her story and her success. And I hope what it does is it gives you maybe some inspiration to take that next step, whether it be with me or even on your own, that encourages you that no matter where you're at, no matter what you're struggling with or challenging with, you can improve. And maybe you do need some help. Maybe you need more than just a little bit of inspiration. But in any event, I want to just welcome first Diana to this group. And I'm going to have her just get started. Let's start here. Diana, what made you reach out to me in the beginning? That would be my first question to you.
Okay. I was watching you on Facebook, and I love the fact that you're a Christian man. That just hit my heart big time, my heart. And I was sitting in line picking my grandsons up, and I kept listening. And I thought, I'm getting older. My older years, I'm going to have to really get in shape to keep up with these kids, keep up with the activities, their baseball, basketball, football, and they're my life. So I reached out to Mark, and for some reason I had a connection immediately. I really did. And his program has been fabulous. But I just knew in my heart that he was the person for me. And I have to have someone to check on me. I'm not one, I can do it myself, but I'll lax. I will let days go by. But he keeps you on your toes. You have to check in, and he checks on you. And I like that. I like that very much. So I just knew from the start that he was going to be my man. I'd seen him several times on Facebook, and I trusted it. I just trusted it with my heart. And
Awesome.
I just,
yeah. Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay. I just went for it, and I sure am glad I did.
Yeah, it's great. So you have how many grandchildren do you have?
2 sons.
Yeah, I remember on the first conversation you were talking about baseball games, I think, and doing that. And I think you pick them up after school a little bit here and there.
They spend the nights with me. They live 45 seconds from here. I mean, I've made a spare bedroom into their room, so they're a big part of my life. Very big.
That's awesome. And I remember having that first conversation saying, I just want to be at my best for them, and I want to be able to do the things that I want to do. And I knew right away when you started talking about that, rather than, the weight and things like that, a part of it, getting on the right path. And let me ask you this, because, I know most people, when they come on a call with me, that they haven't done any kind of coaching online, even though most of the time people haven't even worked with people in person. So was there anything that you might have been skeptical about at first before?
Well, I trusted you, Mark. I trusted you in my heart. I had a good feeling, but I was skeptical that I couldn't do it. I have disabilities with my knees. I've had 3 back surgeries. I'm wasn't the most physical person. So I didn't think I would be able to keep up. But the program that you put me on fit my needs, and it's been wonderful. I'm stronger. I feel better. I have lost my weight. That wasn't my number one issue. I wanted to get stronger all the way around, and tone up. And this program, that for me.
Here we are, 3.5. We started what I think is really awesome, and I shared that with you before we got on. That is a bold move, not only to just get started, but to get started right in the beginning of the holidays.
Yes.
You literally came in at the end of October. I think it was right around Halloween, right before Thanksgiving, and going through the gauntlet of Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's. And And I would say is since we've been working together, it's been what now we're almost 3.5 months in. I know you
Correct.
had your share of ups and downs there. And would you share a little bit about that? You don't have to share too much of the personal stuff, but just that it wasn't necessarily easy going, easy breezy.
No, it wasn't. I had a little back flare up. I cannot get on the floor and get up. But the way that you have rearranged my exercise programs, I was able to use the countertops and do different things, which has really worked out wonderful. It really has. And I'm stronger. I'm more flexible, a lot more flexible than I was. I could probably get on the floor and do fine now, get down and get up. I haven't been able to do that for several years. Wow. So
awesome.
I'm very pleased.
And that's, we're 3.5 months in, and I know we were talking about just some of your longer term goals, but aside from that, you shared with us, you had some interesting numbers. You had I say interesting in a great way, like the weight came off. And can you share a little bit about that? Like, people want to know results. Like, we've been together 3.5 months, and what kind of results as far as people want to know, like inches and weight and that sort of stuff? You mind sharing?
Well, several inches in my waist, in my hips, in my arms, in my face. I have to figure out just how many inches. I lost 15 pounds, and I tell you, it was not that hard. I couldn't believe what you could eat and be full. I was not eating the proper protein before. And now it just comes natural to me with my fruits and vegetables. It's just wonderful. But I had a flare up with my back. I ended up getting an epidural and got right back into it. And I love it. I really do. It's challenging, but it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge. And what's so wonderful is you on hand that I can call you and say, oh gosh, Mark, I can't do that. And then you change it and we work a different way. That was wonderful.
Yeah. The key, you're dead on with the key is not just the consistency, is the communication, right?
Yes.
So when things aren't, because you even had to get out of town. You had to go out of town for a little while.
Gosh.
Say, Mark, I'm going here. This is what I need to do. I might be a little off track, but you kept in communication and having that open line versus trying to figure it out on your own, having that extra support and that guidance. And I would say I commend you, because I wish everybody is, but sometimes life gets in the way, but you have always made it a point to connect with me and let me know what's going on. So the only way I can help as a coach is to understand. I always tell people, when you need help, you got to run towards the help. Like, if you need help, run towards somebody who can help you versus running away from it, because running away from doesn't solve it, right?
No. Not at all.
You've done so well, and it's clear because it's evident in your results, is that you ran to the help that you needed, and you were able to get the help that you needed, and you always kept positive energy. Like, that's, even though there's a lot of things that you've had that you've had to deal with over the last couple of months, a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles. But even with that, you said, Mark, I'm on it. I'm still doing it. Even if I need an epidural, even if I need to go check in the doctor and let him take a look at my knee, I'm still here and I'm doing it. So I have to say that, it has to be 50-50 in a sense, where you had to be willing to do the work and take the action steps. And I'm excited that you're doing just that, which is awesome. So let me ask you this. Would there be anybody, now let's transition a little bit, like so people are always, they come on, they maybe listen to different people, and they know I work with mainly people over 40, and so they have maybe an idea, and not to say that you have to be Christian to work with me. Just, I'm pretty open about faith, and it is a big part of my life. So if you're interested in working with me as a coach, you just got to know that it comes with the territory. But who would you recommend this to? If you said, like, hey, this would be great for this type of person, who would that be for?
Anybody who is settling in life. I mean, we've got to understand, we were active when we were young. You got your 20s, your 40s. I'm going to be 65 this year. I mean, these are the years that really are the most important. You need the strength. You need the activity to keep yourself going, or you won't be able to do it. And I think that anybody at any age needs to get in a exercise routine and enjoy their food, but enjoy the right foods. I mean, I don't even get hungry. I mean, I don't have a sweet tooth. I mean, every now and then, of course, everybody does. Mm-hmm. But what I eat is satisfying. And I might miss a day or two of the exercise, but you can catch right back up. You can still get right back on the program. Don't let it knock you down. Don't let it knock you down. You can just be positive and keep going.
Yeah. So would you say, this would be a good question, would you say that you've ever felt deprived from certain foods or felt like it was like you were missing out at all?
Nope. The only thing at first I missed my pizza. I love a pizza because I can't eat one piece of pizza.
Sure.
I know. Yeah, I can't eat one piece. I miss my pizza, but now it's okay.
Well,
And
you
now
mentioned something about, I think it was Chinese food when we were
oh
just.
no, Italian. My God, I love Italian.
Yeah,
I
Italian.
love it.
And you can still enjoy it, just not as often, right?
I do. That's right. I had some ravioli not too long ago, and it was fine. I didn't gain weight back, and didn't. It was wonderful.
That's awesome. So
Over.
what I hear the resonating is you made some changes in not your lifestyle necessarily, but just in some of your habits. You're starting
Right.
to develop more exercise habits. You're starting to develop taste for healthier options for food. And you happen to be continuing to do it because you're getting great results, right? That's at the end of the day, you know,
Yes.
you mentioned inches and pounds. And would you say that you're meeting your expectations now, or you feel like you're exceeding your expectations?
I think I'm exceeding. I really do. I never dreamed the weight I took. It was slow. You know, you lose a pound, you lose a half a pound a week, you know, and it's like, oh gosh, I've gone all week and just a pound gone. But that they say when you lose it slow, and you always said it'll stay off. It'll stay off. And that's the way it did. And you might gain 2 pounds, but you're right back, you know, 2 days later, you've lost 2. So I that at first you had a couple comments and a couple daily doses on that kind of hit and I listened to that helped me understand that's the way to lose it.
Yeah, and we have to look, we have to look beyond the scale. Although, if you need to lose 10, 20, 30 pounds, you want to lose it. But at the end of the day, you also got to know that if you're more inclined to want to look better in your clothes and feel better in your skin, it's beyond the scale, right? If we just rely on the scale, we've talked about it, is that scale measures everything. It doesn't measure fat. It doesn't measure if you ate lunch that day and had a big lunch, or you drank a lot of water, or you ate sodium, you had a lot of extra sodium and it held on to your body water and those types of things. And
right.
weight can fluctuate, but overall the trend, like you had experienced over the last 3.5 months, is 15 pounds and several inches, which is, and I noticed right away, as soon as you came on, it looked fantastic. And I'm excited. Like I said, we're only 3.5 months in. So I wanted to jump on and share so much just early on the success, because people, when they invest in a coach, it's a process to invest in yourself and take that next step. What I always tell people is that the process is worth it when you're actually making the right steps. It's easy to give up on yourselves and just say, oh, why bother, when you're not making the right steps, or you don't have the right guidance or accountability. And I'll just say I'm so excited. I'm glad we finally got connected and we're able to do this. I know we were planning to do this for a couple of weeks. And, yeah, and I would say, anything else you want to share on that, or we'll just
like a new person. I sleep better. I wake up feeling good, and you have that energy. You start developing that energy, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted, and I'm just looking forward to my next months.
That was awesome. Listen, I as we go live inside of the Bulletproof Fit Christians Over 40, I want you to blow up. I haven't looked because I'm just on here on Zoom, so I don't know anybody commenting. I want you guys to blow up the comments, to give Diana her props, because she's worked hard. A lot of times we hear like the end result, but there's the in between, the starting point. And she's not even in the end results. This is like not even the midway point, but just the getting started. But the last 3.5 months, she put in a lot of hard work. She asked a lot of questions. She showed up. It was ups and downs. There was challenges and struggles, just like there is for everybody, but she stayed on top of things. She communicated. She got the help she needed, and she just persevered. And that's what it takes, perseverance to get consistency. And then guess what? She's now reaping the benefits. And you look like not even in your fit. You're like in early 50s. It's awesome. You look so great. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, I don't know. I think we should end it there. Thank you so much, Diana. I appreciate you, and you guys listening. If you're catching this on the replay, just so you know, I just love to celebrate, and I want to celebrate you as well. So if you feel like maybe you haven't been celebrating yourself, maybe you're due to get the help you need, be in this group, be in this Facebook group. Again, this is a completely free group. Now, Diana chose to take another step to get individualized help with me, and so she has that connection, and maybe you need it. Maybe you're in that point where like, oh, I have the grandchildren I want to keep up with, and I don't really feel like I'm able to as well as I know I potentially could be. All that takes, what she did was she set up a phone call with me. Pretty straightforward. I ask the same questions. I find out where you want to go, what you want to achieve, where you've been struggling, and then you and I can discuss whether or not my program is a good fit. It's not, honestly, it's not the right fit for everyone. I wish it was, but it really isn't. But if you're like Diana, encouraged and ready to take your health to another level, whether at 45 or 55 or soon to be a young viral 65, right? And we share the same month birthday, so we knew we were going to connect anyway. But again, if you're inclined to that, just reach out to me, send me a message. We'll get on a call and we'll see a good fit. And I'll tell you what, that's it. I'm going to give my hands up, give you a little clap. You guys, I want to blow up the comments down below just to share the love, show your support for Diana. And I can't wait to share with you in the next 3 months. And we'll come back on here and do another one. We'll see, maybe, who knows? She'll be doing cross-country trips with her grandchildren, bike rides and things. That'd be awesome. All right, you guys, take care and have a blessed day. Thank you, Diana.
Thank you.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye.